Guys, welcome back to Suitcase Princess. My name is Shanna, and if you are new here, we are a homeschooling family of 4 who loves to encourage you to take your kids and get out of the house. We come here and we share our corner of Texas and beyond to hopefully help you find more fun in what you're doing, more value in the dollars that you're spending, and to do it all with a little bit less stress. So today, let's talk about our family park strategy for Animal Kingdom at Disney World. Guys, before we go any further, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find us right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Suitcase Princess. All right, got strong feelings about Animal Kingdom, so they're about to come up, okay? But let's start with our basics. First of all, we like to pack oatmeal. We fly Southwest. We have many suitcases available, and we load one up with food. We pack oatmeal with little to-go cups with little spoons to take with us. And that is our breakfast. We like to do this for a couple of reasons. One, it lets our kids sleep later. So they're just eating on the go, which then gives them something to do when they're waiting in line or anything like that. It allows us to skip the dining hall, which just takes a lot of time and is very expensive. So like, I think even Pop-Tarts now are like $3. So nope, no thank you. So we will pack an absolute ton of snacks, but we will have breakfast, kind of make it in the room and take it on the go. That is how we do that. And that allows us to let the kids sleep a little later. It also allows us to have our meal times kind of off time, which saves us a lot of grief and stress in the parks. So we will work it back. So if Animal Kingdom is opening at 8, that means they're letting resort guests in at 7:30, which means they are scanning the turnstiles at 7. That means that we then want to be kind of out walking to the bus at like 6:30 because it's actually really close to the value resorts where we stay. It is really important that you should go ahead and map out your resort wherever you're staying to the parks, because like the value resorts tend to be like a 20-minute bus ride from the Magic Kingdom, and I don't think a lot of people factor that into their day as the actual travel time via bus, and it does vary. So keep that in mind. Now, Animal Kingdom tends to open earlier and close earlier than all of the other parks. We love Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is more than just a zoo. Guys, I hear this all the time. It is so frustrating to me because it is so much more than a zoo. But everybody's entitled to their opinion. They're just wrong. Okay? Okay. Now, what we do for every park is we prioritize our biggest thing first. Now, that can be a show, or if your kid really wants to meet Mickey, your priority is going to be your own. But we prioritize the biggest, busiest thing first, which for Animal Kingdom is always Flights of Passage, and we love it. We love Flights of Passage. So what we'll do once we get scanned in, we tend to be pretty near the front of the line. Now, I have very extensive notes on our most recent trip, on several of our most recent trips. I like to map out like what time we got where and how long it took and things like that to be able to compare. So I'm hoping somewhere in the course of these videos, I have inserted that. If not, I might make an entire video on real versus actual wait times, things like that. But for now, I hope I've included some of that somewhere. But we will go and we will rope drop Flights of Passage. So we get in the line with like a million of our other friends. Now, it is a very high volume ride. So while the line will seem very long, it does actually move very quickly in the morning. And that is because the ride queue is so long, it's not full yet. So they will have you line up a certain way, and then the cast members will actually walk you through the Pandora area in a very specific way into the queue, and they're like taking it down to Africa, like stopping people so people can pass. It seems worse than it is, okay? So don't let that deter you. So we always rope drop Flights of Passage. As soon as we're off of Flights of Passage, we head to Navi River Journey just to check the box. Usually, for some reason, it gets kind of a long line, but I think it's still newish and people don't know that it's not super cool. And then I always, when we had a kid who wasn't tall enough for Flights of Passage, we would rider swap and head over and do that one while whoever was riding on the other one, which I think is, okay, I forgot to mention rider swap in all of our other videos. Utilize rider swap, okay? As a family, traveling with kids who aren't old enough, utilize rider swap. Rider swap is where as an entire unit of family, you go up to, it's marked. There's a person under umbrella who like you go to them, or like at the fast pass line and you say, we need rider swap. at the entrance to the ride. And they say, okay, who is going first? And one of you parents with the child that is tall enough says, I shall go first. And they will say, who is waiting? They will scan the band of the person waiting and the child who gets to go a second time. I think it's only 2 now. It used to be 3, but now you can only take 1 more person with you. And they will then, the person who's going first will go through, if you have a Fast Pass or a Genie Plus reservation, you can go through that line. If you don't, you go through the regular line. When you get off the ride, you meet your people who waited with the person who was too short, and you switch, okay? So then the person who is riding second, whoever is riding second, they go through the Genie Plus line, and it saves them some time. This is the rider swap. Okay, it can be utilized for many different things. It is rider swap. We have used it tons of times. My biggest kid was so sad when her little sister got big because now she doesn't get to ride everything twice. But that is how it is done. That allows the person who is waiting with the other person to go do whatever it is they want to do. If you want to go ride Pooh, or in this example, the Navi River journey, or just wait with a sleeping baby in a stroller, or nurse the baby, or whatever. It gives them the opportunity to not have to stand in that line. And then when you go back through, to stand in the short line, okay? That is how that works. Just so everyone is clear, because I forgot to mention it in all the other videos. Rider swap, that's how it works. Now, rope drop flights of passage, head to Navi River journey. From there, we bolt over to Safaris because Safaris gets a really long line, okay? After Safari, this is the one place I will probably always do a character meal. I love Tisker House. I love it. So after Safari, we will usually schedule the very last breakfast reservation time for Tisker House, which is about 10:45, 10:30, 10:45, because it is like brunch. So by this time, it's basically like our lunch because we had breakfast earlier when we left the room. And I like to be there when you get eggs, and then like a burger. So it's like staggers that like swappy meal time. It is perfect. It is wonderful. Everyone should do it. I absolutely love it. And Animal Kingdom is a full day. Animal Kingdom is a full day. It is a full day where you can get a good night's sleep. It is a full day where you do not have to rush, make yourself crazy. There's plenty of time in your day to do a sit-down meal at Animal Kingdom. So do it. I love Tisker House. I would highly recommend it. It is a good full day. I do not think you need Genie Plus. If you've got the money to splurge on it, sure, whatever. There's just not a ton of stuff there to do. Individual lightning lane for flights of passage, heck yeah, because you want to ride it twice, it's amazing. Yep, that's how I feel about that. So 1 full day, okay? 1 full day. Anything longer than that, maybe a little long. So 1 full day. After we do our Tisker brunch, which I absolutely love, we start our walk around. Now, what does that mean? We go through Asia, or we go from Africa to Asia. If there is a Lion King show time that aligns with when we're getting out of Tisker House, we will do that. The Lion King show is amazing. It's like fire breathers and trapeze artists and tumble monkeys. And if you get the chance to do the Lion King, it's so good. It's like tiny, a little baby Cirque du Soleil. It's so fun and it's free. You just have to be there at the right time and it gets packed. So hit it at the right time. It's really good. Okay. So we will walk around from Africa to Asia. If we get the opportunity, if we're feeling like it, we'll go ahead and do Rafiki's Planet Watch. It also closes early. That's actually where my little princess lost her very first tooth. Was right outside of Rafiki's Planet Watch. So you hop on the train and it takes you up and you get to see some of the backstage area for the animals. And there's a petting zoo. And I think you can see where the vets work, like on the Disney Plus TV show, which is so cool. And they do like a animation station up there. So cool. And then you ride the train back down. You can't walk to it. You have to wait on the train, but that's pretty cool. Then we're just walking around. Lion King show is good. The bird show is really good. The Nemo show is really good. So those shows are really fun. If you get a chance, incorporate them in your day. Again, you have time. Okay, you do have time on your Animal Kingdom day. Now, if you get the opportunity to go ahead and do there are animal walks. So you walk down a trail and it's all themey and it's super fun. You can see tigers and gorillas and things like that. It is zoo-like in that way, but it is more than a zoo. Okay, so yes, it has animals and animals are on display. And if you don't plan your day right and you're not getting on the rides right, then yes, you're just walking around a fancy zoo with rides. But don't do that. Listen to this video and do the things I've just told you. And those are wonderful things. The shows and the walks are those things that we can do. I've said it in every video. 11 to 3 o'clock is busy as sin. 11 to 3 o'clock is busy as sin. Do the shows, do the animal walks, Rafiki's Planet Watch. Play in Dino Land, which as of now is still there. Those are the things that are wonderful to do in the middle of the day. There's a walk around the tree of life. All good, gorgeous, all fun, all great to do. More than a zoo, okay? It really is more than a zoo. Now, Kali River Rapids, my kids love it. The wait is not usually hugely long. It's one of those things you want to hit earlier and later because just like Splash Mountain was, if it's hot in the middle of the day, the water ride's going to be busy. Okay, so this makes perfect sense to everyone. Keep that in mind. You do get wet. You do get wet. Animal Kingdom is one of those things where I always wear my Tevas. So my water shoes, Animal Kingdom is the day for water shoes, and then you're not miserable all day, and you can put a poncho on to go on the ride. So keep that in mind as well. So yes, Kali River Rapids, super fun. Everest is one of the bigger thrill rides, and I don't know why, but the last few times we've been, man, the wait is like nothing. It's not consistently nothing all day, but like if you walk up, it'll be like 10 minutes. I don't know what that's about. They also have a single rider line, which if your party's good with splitting up, and your party will be split up, you will be riding without your party. But I mean, it's like boom, 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 so fast. So yeah, Everest is really fun. It is really fun, and I don't know why, but the waits have been next to nothing the last couple times we've gone. Again, not all day. There's times when it's like at 45 minutes, but if you hit it right, it is a good day, okay? So yes, and then it's tough to be a bug is it's kind of central, and it's another one of those things that's good to fit in a little bit of any time. Dino Land, the play area is great, and my kids really love it. Dinosaur is another one of those rides that sometimes has a really long wait, but for the most part doesn't. My kids love the dinosaur ride. It's dark, flashing lights, scary, intimidating, so keep that in mind as well. Now, one of the things that makes Animal Kingdom really unique is they have the Wilderness Explorers from Up. They have them stationed all over the park. And so your kids can get a little booklet and go do this little scavenger hunt all over the park, which is another great reason that Animal Kingdom is a full day. My kids love getting their Wilderness Explorer badges. So it's another fun keepsake that keeps them entertained. Guys, I cannot tell you how much Animal Kingdom is more than a zoo. It's a wonderful place to go. It's so exceptionally themed. They have some wonderful food, like culturally represented food from the areas that they are depicting. It is a good time. It is also really hot. I don't know why. It always feels, I don't know if it's just the color scheme or what it is, but it always just feels a million degrees hotter than everything else. The safari ride is bananas awesome. Be sure to do that. But Flights of Passage, ride it. If you're never gonna go again, this is the one time you're going, pay for it, ride it twice. It is so good. Now, I'm not gonna tell you that you need any more time with or without Genie Plus. I don't think you need Genie Plus at Animal Kingdom, not at all, regardless of the time of year that you're going. If you're gonna splurge that, I think buy Flights of Passage individual lightning lane for sure. But it is a full day, and it's a healthy day. It's a good day. You come away having done everything. But again, because they do close earlier, you do still get a great night's sleep. So maybe because of that, it's one of my absolute favorite parks. So be sure that you are utilizing the things that I have given you, the tips. Be sure that you're eating off times. Be sure that you're doing those things that you don't have to stand in a line in that really busy part of the day. Something else that we experienced on our last trip is we went to go do our Tree of Life photos, and the photographers actually shut down for that right in front of the tree a bit earlier than we were expecting. So we didn't get the professional one. We still had somebody take it for us. But guys, it's awesome. It's fun. I love Animal Kingdom. I don't think it gets enough love. But again, one full and healthy day. Do not snooze on the restaurants at Animal Kingdom. They are so good. Guys, I hope that you found any of this helpful, entertaining, or informative. If you did, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, please, you can find us down in the comments or over on Instagram at Suitcase Princess. One more thing that I just thought about is parking the stroller for Flights of Passage. Stroller parking. Okay, let's talk about stroller parking. We're rope dropping. We've got a kid or two in the stroller, a baby in the papoose. You're breastfeeding, like whatever's happening. And here's what you split up, okay? I grab the kid and I go, and my husband parks the stroller and then catches up with us. Okay, and that works really well. So keep your party together when you're like kind of in the queue, but have somebody parking the stroller and running and catching up. Don't like all go park the stroller because you've lost your place in line. So keep that in mind as well. Traveling with the kids, these are things that helped out a ton. Okay, and like I said, we have done this with nursing babies, sleeping babies, one baby, two babies, pregnant, single stroller, double stroller, and these are just not the things that you hear enough about. So be sure that you're watching all 4 of these videos because I know I've put different pieces in each one of like kind of the side tips. So do that. If you want to have any more information, I have packing videos, travel videos, dress folding videos, all kinds of things here on this channel. Yeah. Bye guys.